You can have the best product in the world, run the best ads, and have the most beautiful Shopify store. But if your product pages have zero reviews and zero customer photos, you are burning money. New visitors see a ghost town, they don't trust you, and they leave. You are trying to sell products in a social proof desert. What if you could build an automated machine that turns every happy customer into a 5-star review and a real world photo for your store, all on autopilot? Today, that's exactly what we are building. We are going to build an AI assistant that automatically generates the social proof you need to build trust and drive sales on your Shopify store. I'm Adnan, the founder of Kaistra AI. At our firm, we architect the systems that give your business a true competitive advantage. We focus on outcomes, not just workflows. And on this channel, I'm taking you behind the scenes and showing you the exact strategies and builds we use to help our clients cut costs, save time, and drive profit. Let's architect your AI advantage. Let's talk about this desert because thousands of Shopify stores are dying of thirst in it right now. Your product pages have zero reviews. Because of that, new visitors have no reason to trust you over your competitors, so they bounce. You have no real customer photos, no user-generated content or UGC in short, to show your product in the real world. The result is always the same, depressingly low conversion rates and ad spend that goes right down the drain. To escape the desert, you have to make a strategic shift in your mindset. You have to go from begging to building. The old way is manually sending those awkward "please review us" emails, if you even remember to send them at all. It's inconsistent, it's inefficient, and it feels desperate. The new way is to build an automated system, a machine that predictably and professionally turns every happy customer into a powerful marketing asset for your business. And this is the system that will change the game for your store. Today, we build an automated follow-up system that creates a social proof flywheel. It's designed to wait for the perfect moment, not right after the purchase, but after the customer has actually received, used, and experienced the value of your product. Then it sends a perfectly timed, personalized email that asks for their honest feedback and gives them a compelling reason, a real incentive to share a photo. This turns your happy customers into your most effective marketing team. So how does this machine actually work? It's beautifully simple, two-step logic. First, step 1, the strategic wait. This is the most important part. The workflow triggers the moment an order is fulfilled, but then it pauses for a set amount of time, like 10 days. This gives the customer time to fall in love with the product, making their review authentic and powerful. Then comes step 2, the incentivized ask. After the waiting period is over, the system automatically sends a simple personal email. It's not begging, it's a value exchange. We offer a real incentive, like a discount on their next purchase, in exchange for a real photo and an honest review. Okay, so you see the strategy. You understand why automating social proof is one of the highest leverage things you can do for your Shopify store. Now for my builder community, let's get into the n8n canvas. I'm going to show you step by step how to set up the Shopify trigger, how to build in that crucial delay, and how to configure the email node to send that personalized, incentivized request. Let's build this flywheel. Alright, currently we are inside our n8n canvas and we can start the build. At first, I'm going to click on this plus button here, which will add our first step, and I'm going to search for a schedule trigger. So click on the schedule trigger, and let's say we want it to run 9 a.m. every day. Alright, so trigger at hour, I'm going to search and select the 9 a.m. Days between triggers, that's 1 day, so that means daily. Cool. After that, we'll add a code node here, so search for CODE code and click on the code and click this button to really pop out the window, and I'm going to delete whatever there was and I'm going to paste in our new code here. So let me tell you what this code does, and at first let me also assure you that you do not have to write a single line of code, because you can get the whole workflow for free to download. You can get that from my link below, and what you do, you just come here in your n8n canvas, click this 3-dot button here, click import from file and select the .json file that you will be downloading from me, and you just import that file into your n8n canvas. You just have to connect your accounts and that's it. The workflow will be completely ready to use. So now let me explain the code. So at first, this is our main code, so you will get this code in your maybe I'll just include both of them in the actual JSON file. So what this does, let me just share. So this code calculates the exact start and end of the day 10 days ago, since we are working with the orders that were fulfilled 10 days ago. So the customer gets some time to actually use the product and really give an authentic review. This gives us a precise window to search for fulfilled orders. Great. So then we added some variables here, target date, start date, end date, with some functions here. And after that, it will return a JSON body with these two JSON fields, start date and end date. Since I'm working with a Shopify developer store, I do not have any real orders or real customers. I have demo orders, demo customers, and demo fulfillments as well. So for that, I do not have an order that was fulfilled exactly 10 days ago. I am currently in my Shopify orders, and what I can do, I just select a random test order and just add the fulfillment tag. So this is fulfilled, so we can use this data. So what our testing code will do, this code looks for any orders fulfilled in the last 5 days, or we can make it 10 days. This is perfect for finding recent test orders, so this is just for testing. And the same thing here, end date, start date, and the JSON start date, end date. Cool. If I click on execute step, the schedule trigger will run automatically and our code will also run automatically, and we got a start date and end date. After that, I'm going to click on this plus button and search for our Shopify node, and I'm going to click on get many orders. So after clicking on there, resource will be order, operation will be get many. And at first you have to connect your Shopify access token account, and I'll show you how you can do that. If I click on create new credential, you'll need a shop subdomain, access token, and app secret key. So what does that mean? At first you have to give your shop subdomain. So in my case, I have a Shopify mock store. So in this case, Adnan's mock store.myshopify.com. So I just have to paste in Adnan's mock store. Then you will need an access token and app secret key. For that, if I head over to my Shopify and click on apps, then click on app and sales channel settings, click on develop apps, click on create an app and give it a generic name like n8n test app or whatever, and click on create an app. Now you will see a different page here, app development overview, and you have to configure some admin API scopes first. Scopes mean permissions. So what can the app do via API call to your Shopify store? For example, if I click on the configure admin API scopes here, and you can see from here there are multitude of scopes that we can do. For example, can your app read analytics through the API call? Can your app read apps? Can your app read customer events? Or can your app write customers, read customers, write discounts, write fulfillment? So anything it can do. So ideally you just add the scopes that you need, not the everything. But for me, for my demo development purposes, I just have added all the scopes here just to test out. Okay. So after clicking your required permissions from here, you'll click on save, and your admin API access scopes has been configured. You can see the selected ones from this section here. And now if I click on API credentials, this is your API key and API secret key. And if I click on start using the admin API, which you'll need, you also have to install the app in your Shopify store. So click on install. Alright, the app has been installed. Now you can reveal your admin API token only once, so make sure you save that somewhere else. So this is your admin API access token, which will start with shpat_ and with a code. You just copy it, and this will be your API secret key. So you would paste in the admin API access token here and the app secret key here, and you just click on save. That's it. So I have connected my account here, and click on add field and click on fulfillment status and click on any. That's okay. After that, I'm going to add two more fields. I'm going to add updated at max and updated at min. So in the updated at max section, click on expression, and from here you will get the end date from our previous code note. You just click here and drag and drop. So this is your updated at max, and in the updated at min section, minimum section, you do the same thing. Click on expression and drag and drop the start date. Cool. Now if I click on execute step, alright, it has returned only one data. If you remember, we had one fulfilled order in our Shopify store, and that's it. So after that, after fetching the fulfilled customer order, I'm going to add a loop here, loop over items. So for example, what if we had two fulfilled orders, right? So I'm going to click on loop over items, and I'm going to delete this replace me node here, delete the lines, and in the loop section here, I'm going to search for OpenAI node. Click on OpenAI, and I'm going to select message a model. So for example, for our AI brain, I'm going to use OpenAI's GPT models. So in this specific build, I will use GPT-4 mini. However, you're completely free to use other AI models as well. For example, if you use other models from OpenAI like GPT-5, GPT-4, or you can use Google's Gemini, you can use Anthropic's Claude, or you can use Mistral. So whatever you are comfortable with, you can use that. So in my case, I'm using my OpenAI account. So let me remind you again, this is not your ChatGPT Plus or Pro plan. This is a separate account for developers. So you have to go to platform.openai.com and open an account there, add some dollars into your account. Then you can create an API key like we did for our Shopify account. So after creating your API key, you just come here and click on create new credential and just paste in your API key. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. So I have connected my OpenAI account. Resource will be text, operation, message, and model. And from the model selector drop down, I will select GPT-4 mini, and we'll need a prompt here. So I'm going to paste in my prompt here and craft a high CTR subject line for an email in which there's a 2R here, there are 2 R's here, in which we are persuading a customer to provide UGC reviews. So here's the product title and return a JSON object named subject line. So before that, let me just scroll down and select output content as JSON, and let me also run my loop over nodes. So our AI node actually gets the data. So now we have the product title. So product title was this one, Summit Gear Nomad Lantern Portable Outdoor Lighting, and it will return a JSON object named subject line, and it will also include the actual subject line. If I click on execute step, we got the actual subject line and the JSON body here. So after the OpenAI node, I'm going to click here and it will actually send an email to the customer directly. So in this case, I'm using Gmail, or you can use other mailing platforms if you're using Outlook or Zoho Mail or other CRMs. For example, if you want to use HubSpot or MailChimp or whatever services you use, you can do that. So I'm going to scroll down and select send a message. At first you have to connect your Gmail account here, which is very easy. Resource will be message, operation, send. Now in the to section, which you will get the actual customer email from our loop over items node. And if I search for contact email, which is the actual customer's email, I'm just going to drag and drop here. Cool. So after that, we have to include the subject line, and our AI has crafted our subject line already, so we just click and drag and drop the subject line here. Shine your light, share your Summit Gear Nomad Lantern experience and win a special gift. Cool. In the email type, it will be HTML, and in the message I have already crafted a message body. If I click on expression and pop out the window, and let me paste in my email body. So this is the email body. So these tags are for HTML format, so don't worry about that. It will be formatted automatically. So hi Bruce. So we'll get the customer's first name from our loop over items node, which we ultimately got from the Shopify node here. It's been a little while since your Summit Gear Nomad Lantern portable outdoor lighting or the product name was delivered, and we have been so excited to hear what you think. So we'll read the email later on. So this is the email. So if I click on execute step, we'll get the email in our Gmail directly. So let's check our Gmail. So this is the email that we received from customer's perspective. So this is the subject line. Since we selected the HTML option, the whole body has been formatted automatically. Hi Bruce, it's been a little while since you bought this item, and we've been so excited to hear what you think. We are a small business, and seeing our products in the real world is what keeps us going. If you have a moment, we would be incredibly grateful if you could share your thoughts or even a photo of it in action. As a thank you, we'd love to offer you 15% off your next order. Just reply to this email with your review or photo, and we'll send you a personal discount code. Thanks for being a part of our community. Best, the team at AMS Snowboarding. And we can also automate the later part. For example, when the customer actually submits a UGC review and they provide photos and they reply to this email, we can check all those things automatically with n8n, and then we can also assign him a new discount code as well, fully automatically, and it will be updated in your Shopify store as well automatically. So I have already made a video on that, how to create discount codes automatically in Shopify store. You can check that out in my channel. Okay, one more thing to do, one last step. So what we are going to do, we are going to add HTTP request node here just to update our Shopify. So the method will be put instead of get, and in the URL section paste in this URL. So that's how we'll be able to access the customer data via customer ID. And in the authentication section, click on predefined credential type, and in the credential type search for Shopify access token API, which you just created beforehand, if you remember. So one last thing, click on send body, and body content type will be JSON, and specify body. Click here. Instead of using fields below, we are going to using JSON, and we'll add a JSON body here. Click on expression, pop out the window, and paste in this JSON body here. So customer ID, tags. So this is our tag. These are actually the previous tags, which was, we had two tags to assign to this customer already. For example, we had a VIP tag, we had a roadjudge.me web review tag, and we'll add this new tag here, review requested, since we have requested a review from this customer, and after the customer has replied and actually submitted a review, we can remove this tag and add another tag, like customer submitted a UGC review and or discount delivered. Like, everything can be automated. So this is our code here, JSON body here. So now if I click on execute step, done. Now let's head over to my Shopify store to show you how the work is done. This is my Shopify store, and if you click on customers and click on Bruce Wayne, so as you can see, we have a new tag here, review requested. Now we have one more thing to do. I'm just going to close this loop here. So when we have multiple fulfilled orders, the workflow will run once for every fulfilled orders. And there you have it, a set it and forget it machine that will continuously populate your product pages with fresh reviews and authentic customer photos. This is the outcome we are looking for. This system doesn't just save you time, it builds trust at scale, which directly increases your store's conversion rate and makes every dollar you spend on advertising more effective. If you are ready to build powerful automations that drive real results for your business, your first step is to get my free AI Advantage Kit for business owners. It's packed with resources to help you find the biggest automation opportunities. The link is right at top of the description below. Now, I want to hear from you. What is the biggest challenge you face when trying to get your reviews for your store? Share your experience in the comments below. I read them all. If you found this helpful, you know what to do. Smash that like button. It helps the channel a lot. And if you want more AI builds and strategies that drive real business results, hit subscribe and the bell. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.